This is site HA1273 It's a unnamed mine site. I'm not real sure if it does have a name. There's an awful lot of adits along Quartz Gulch where we're heading downstream. I'm looking basically northeast here at the caved adit. You can kind of get a feel for the scarp. The road to Atlanta downhill is just right up above, right at the top of the frame here. So this is basically just barely below the road, between the road and the creek, Quartz Gulch, which is dry at this point. There's no water flowing in it. So we'll turn around and take a look at this dump and look kind of to the southwest now and get a feel for it. There are two adits at this site. We'll look at the next one. This is the southernmost of the two. Here we're looking out on the dump from this E80301-2. It's a fairly large flat right out in front of the portal for this southernmost adit. We're looking southwest here. The dump goes out and it gets real narrow out just past my pack, out kind of in this area. It's very brushy and hard to see exactly what goes on out there, but it does go over, and it comes real close to the second adit, the northernmost of the two adits, as the northwestern adit, the adit number 2 at this site. So we'll go over and look at adit 2 now, the northwesternmost. Just another note on the southeasternmost of the two adits that we're looking at this E80301-2. You can see the real narrow nature of the dump out at the far northwestern end, and also there's quite a lot of flat mine rail stacked along the dump right here. Several strips of it. You can see these, maybe inch and a half wide strips of metal that were nailed onto planks and made for mine rails. So this is just another note on the southeasternmost of the two. Again, you can see the narrow nature of the dump here, and you can get just kind of a feel for the second dump is just kind of that dark area out in the background. We'll go over and take a look at it. This is the second adit at this site. This is adit 2 for E80301-2. Again, we're looking northeast at the caved adit. Look up on the bank there. There's a flag, right on an orange flag on the top of the frame there, and that's basically right at the edge of the road that goes downhill in this direction down to Atlanta, the town side of Atlanta. So again, we're looking northeast at this collapsed adit 2 for this site. We'll turn around and take a look at the dump and maybe get a feel for just how the two dumps kind of coalesce at this point. Here we're just north of the portal for the second adit at E80301-2. We're looking at the flat part of the dump. It's not a very big dump in this case. You can see it kind of goes out and curves around. It has been burned right here, kind of a small fire right on the top of the dump. Just a few trees had been burned here. And in the kind of in the distance back here, that, I don't know if you can see back in the rocky area, that's where the adit 1 dump comes over. There's just a small septum between the two, small little draw between. They almost coalesce in that point, and they kind of come together right above Quartz Gulch. Again, Quartz Gulch has no water in it at this point. It looks like it has had water in the past, but right now it's dry. This adit 2 for this site does have a very minor seep coming out of it. It's not enough water to sample. It's just the ground is damp, kind of in a linear area coming from the portal around the dump. Again, for dump 2 or adit 2, the dump of it. So no sample was taken at this site due to the lack of water. It is a small seep, but it's very insignificant. And so again, no water sample was taken. So this will be it for site E80301-2.